Today's background's gonna be the vault, because nothing screams serial killer quite like he does. A couple weeks ago, I made a video about Daniel in which I kind of said 2 times that vampires are serial killers, and I got a few comments that I really liked, debating on that. I really like this kind of discussion because, first, it's what makes Interview with a Vampire so good, but also because it's very innocent. You can either defend or attack vampires without fearing lawsuit.
That is a lawsuit!
I wanted to take the debate into my channel and kind of argue my point a little bit more, because it's fun. I have fun doing this, guys. At the end, you can tell me whether if I have convinced you or made it worse.
He could kill us both now, but he doesn't. They are peaceful beings.
They drain and disappear us.
They have a biological imperative that is in conflict with human morality. But what is that morality other than rules agreed upon?
Thank you, Rashid.
The first argument's pretty straightforward, right? If killing is a biological imperative, then that's not murder, that's feeding. An Interview with a Vampire does treat becoming a vampire as changing species. Their bodies change, their instincts change, their emotions change, their needs, as in all, change. And if they're a different species, then maybe applying human logic might not make any sense, right?
A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep.
I hear you, but I'm not convinced. I'm not even gonna touch the part where vampires used to be humans. Let's just dive into the definition, okay? A serial killer is usually defined as someone who murders multiple victims over time, usually with patterns, rituals, psychological motives, or personal gratification involved. Bravo! So it's not about repetition, it's about intent and experience. And then my question becomes, are vampires just feeding, or are they expressing something through the way that they feed? Because those two are very different things. Let's take Lestat, for example. When Lestat kills, it's rarely just about sustenance, right? He usually performs, makes it theatrical. The opera singer is a perfect example for this. When I watched it, it kind of made my skin crawl. I was like, this is so messed up. He was enjoying it so much. Louis expresses it that way himself.
Why do you do this, Lestat?
Well, I like to do it. I enjoy it.
Well, I don't. You don't have to humiliate him. Well, I don't say that you have to enjoy it! Embrace what you are! You are a killer, Louis!
I'm not even gonna touch the Théâtre de Vampire, because they literally have an MO, guys. Their entire thing is literally rehearsed murder as a performance art, okay? I can't even with those guys.
Disgust me.
And then there's Louis in the 1970s, who specifically targets queer men, seduces them, sleeps with them, and then kills them, disposes of the body. They literally have bleach and tape. That's a very specific target pool. That's repetition with preference. And if vampirism was purely biological, then why do these patterns change so much? Louis has shown us that different styles are possible. He has tried feeding on animals, he has his farm, he has tried restraint. And if there's a choice at all, what questions does this raise? What do we do with that? Okay, animal blood may not be enough. I get that. I wouldn't ask for a human to survive on tofu, and I'm not gonna demand that of a vampire. So it's fine. Drink human blood.
I'll allow it.
But who said that you had to drain them? Who said that it had to be just one person that you fed on? If I were to become a vampire, I'd go to a club, take 5, 6 men, flirt with all of them for a bit, and then take a sample out of each one of them. And not for it to be like the equivalent of one person, but I wouldn't have eaten any of them. And then I would just let them believe that it's a very strange hickey the morning after, you know?
Hey, this isn't what it looks like.
Okay, I'm just...
But there weren't any clubs in the Renaissance. Well, okay, yeah, I can't argue with that. But I mean, just break into a house. Just take a little bit from each member of the family. It's not that hard. You live at night, man. I'm pretty sure people are gonna be sleeping. Mastering the little drink, that's another topic. But I mean, we learn to do things by doing them. Eventually, you'd get there by repetition. Interview with a Vampire has stated that it is difficult to stop before death, but difficult doesn't mean impossible. If that is true, then there's agency. And agency is the key word here. If you can not kill, and yet you choose to kill, what does that make of you? So, the question people, I think, are actually asking themselves when they debate around this is, am I a bad person for enjoying this TV show if there are serial killers in it and I like them? Of course not. Well, maybe you are. I'm not. Fans aren't drawn to them because they're moral. They're drawn to the intensity, the redemption arc that may not even come, the raw violence that feels more real than most polished love stories. Fiction lets us explore that without consequence. And with these guys, it's the hope that even monsters can grow, that even the most damaged can find some version of peace, not despite their flaws, but through acknowledging them. In conclusion, I get where the people who defend them are coming from, because Interview with a Vampire doesn't let them just be mindless monsters. They let them be people enough in order for us to raise this question. As for me, I do think they qualify, but I also think that's what makes this show good. Have I convinced you? Or are you just, no, Tess?
Nah.
Well, that's it, I guess. See you in another video. Bye!